Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, my guy.
You're all the way across the country, dude.
It doesn't feel right. I like being closer to you.
That's okay. It's okay. We'll be hanging out a lot and in person, I believe, on Friday night, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes. My hair got messed up, man. Hold on. Let me fix my hair.
Dude, you look like Andy Garcia with that hair. Wow, look at you. Look at you. Okay. I want to welcome everybody to the first ever playoff edition of Baseball Today, presented by our good friends at Dugout Mugs. We'll tell you about the great deal that you can get with Dugout Mugs momentarily. But first, are you ready? Are you ready for the playoffs?
I'm ready.
Dude. Okay, so the reason somebody asked, why am I wearing a Tampa Bay Rays hat? It's twofold. Number one, a new episode of the Chris Rose Rotation dropped with my man Tyler Glass now. Number two, the winner of tonight's game plays the Tampa Bay Rays.
Okay.
All right? So that's why I went with it. It's that simple.
Is this
all right, a lot to get to.
Foreshadowing your pick?
No, I'm not going to make my pick. No, not at all. Not yet.
You're making your pick in, what, 30 minutes?
In like 25 minutes. I'll make the pick, and then we'll be on our way. So let's get to it. The playoff edition of Baseball Today presented by Dugout Mugs. And let's start with the guys who are starting on the mound. Nathan Eovaldi will throw the first pitch of the postseason, taking on Garrett Cole, who's been a bit hamstrung since his injury. Which starting pitcher do you trust more tonight?
Well, Chris, I know Eovaldi has had – excuse me. I know Eovaldi's had – I'm okay. New York, man, it gets to you. Eovaldi's had a ton of success against the Yankees except for his last start. It was a big misstep, 2 2/3, 7 earned runs. Seemed like the Yankees have finally figured something out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Garrett Cole, look at his numbers against the Red Sox in general, and then specifically at Fenway Park, they are not good. This year at Fenway, got a 6.19. So my answer to the question is I really don't trust either of these stars. I think they're going to be short hooks. I don't think anyone's going to get pulled in the second or the third, but I think maybe these guys go 4, maybe 5, go 3 runs apiece, and then it's going to be who can survive the bullpen. That's my prediction.
Okay. Garrett Cole, since he returned his last few starts, he's given up 15 earned in less than 18 innings. It's very un-Garrett Cole-like. He's been pretty much all over the place. He has not been the same guy. Eovaldi, if you look at his playoff record, 22 innings plus, he's given up 1 home run. That 1 home run was to Max Muncy, where he worked 6 innings of relief in that 18-inning World Series game against the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Where he really, I think, elevated himself not only amongst his teammates. When he went back in the clubhouse, they gave him a standing ovation, even though they just lost the World Series game. I think he earned the respect of virtually every baseball player out there.
100.
For a guy to come out of the pen, to do what he did, pitch 6 solid innings, give his team a chance to win and take a commanding series lead. It didn't happen. I believe in him. I really do. And it's crazy. To me, it's crazy, actually, that his strikeout numbers aren't higher. Like, he's a strikeout per inning guy, but you figure a dude who can throw 100 and has his stuff, I always thought he'd be a bigger strikeout pitcher, but I think he's going to outpitch Garrett Cole. Not immensely, but by this much.
Okay.
So
I get it. I just think that the Yankees may have found figured something out against them in their approach. And when you have, like, a game like that, maybe it carries over.
Yeah. All right, question number 2. We just got word this morning as we looked at the Red Sox roster that JD Martinez is not on it. Did not make the 26th man. For people that didn't see, strangest injury of the year, running out to his position in Washington, slipped on second base, turned his ankle. The MRI showed there's no structural damage, but he is not good enough to give them a healthy at-bat here in the Wildcard do-or-die game. So you've got Boston without JD. You've got the Yankees without DJ, as in LeMahieu, who got put on the injured list. Which is a bigger loss?
It's JD. I don't think it's really even close. I know DJ, what he means to the team in the clubhouse, and, he can get it going. He hasn't done what they expected him to do this year, but a guy like JD, who's kind of like the heart and soul of that lineup right now, or has been for years. Missing him is big, especially in a one game when he can give you a bomb over the green monster at any moment. So it's tough for the Red Sox, but I think they have enough to still put up a big fight tonight. I think there's gonna be a lot of runs scored tonight, regardless if JD and DJ are not in the lineup.
You know, it's interesting. So DJ LeMahieu he got that 4-year extension from the Yankees. He has not had the 2021 that he had hoped. But this is a time where guys like that shine, and they grind out at bats. Every at bat is magnified in the postseason, and that's why, you know, guys like that are invaluable, right? A guy like Brett Gardner always puts together tremendous playoff at bats, even if they don't reach base. You work a pitcher for 10 or 11 pitch at bat, it wears on a guy, and he might make a mistake to the next hitter. And with all that being said, I saw the Red Sox numbers with and without JD Martinez over the last several years, and it's ridiculous. They don't have a winning record with him on the bench, meaning out of the starting lineup. This could cost them severely, and it might make, I don't know, is it going to affect my decision when I have to put one of these hats on at the end of our discussion when I have to make a pick? I don't know yet.
You know what, Chris? You made a really great point about a guy like DJ and the bats that he puts together and how valuable that is during the playoffs or game, but especially when they are, each at bat is magnified, like you were saying. So, yes, I think both teams missed these guys, but JD's just had the much better offensive year, and he really is, like you said, take him out of the lineup, it's a little bit different.
And he has taken Garrett Cole deep a couple of times. He's also struck out in nearly half of his at-bats against him. But just the threat of having him there means that you're pitching probably to the guy ahead of him and, you know, differently as well. All right, with all that being said about who's not there, let's focus on who will be in the lineup. Who is the most likely offensive hero at Fenway tonight?
I think this one's not even close. It's Giancarlo Stanton. You know, his numbers, again, against the Red Sox are really good. Then you go specifically to Fenway. This year, he's hitting .389 with a 1.1 OPS. I mean, there's a little bit of recency bias there, too, because the last time we saw Giancarlo in Fenway, he was just going bombs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that he's the guy. I think he gets one tonight, and I think it's going to be majestic.
Okay. I'm going opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm going to go with one of the smaller guys on the field. Kike, do you? Yeah, Kike. So he's had 11 career at-bats against Garrett Cole. You know what's interesting? He's never struck out against him.
It is interesting.
Never struck out. He's got
real interesting.
He's got a handful of walks against him, an OPS of over 1,400. Once again, he's one of those guys that can win you some bases with his legs. And at this time of year, every 90 feet counts.
Okay.
So I can't have guys lumbering out there and playing station-to-station baseball. We're not doing that in the playoffs. I need a guy that is willing to take the extra base, that sees a ball in the dirt and moves 90 feet. That's big stuff. I think that you know what? He's played in so many big games with the Dodgers that this big Yankees versus Red Sox winner-take-all, move on to face the Rays in the divisional series is not going to faze him one bit. It's just not. He's seen too much stuff.
I agree. I think Kike is a great choice there. His numbers against Cole are ridiculous. We were going over – Jimmy's about to put out some stuff about that, about how good Kike has been against Cole. One tidbit I'll throw out there is he rarely swings and misses, let alone strikes out. So Kike is a good option there. But, you know, as far as taking the extra base, Stan, you don't need to do that. He'll go one base at a time, 4 in a row, baby.
When you're jogging him, it doesn't matter about the 90 feet?
Oh, and I'll tell you what. I think it's usually about like a 28-second jog around the bases. I think Stanton might let it go about 40 tonight.
By the way, I still think the one that he hit, was it on Saturday night in Boston, is still going. One of those home runs he hit was, seriously, I wonder what it just sounds like. Ugh. It was unreal stuff. All right, quick reminder that the playoff edition of Baseball Today is presented to you by Dugout Mugs. Plouffe.
Yes.
You're a former major leaguer.
Yes.
Don't all major leaguers love free shit?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
So Dugout Mugs is giving away free products all playoffs long, All you have to do is film yourself drinking from any Dugout Mugs, kind of like this. You post it and you tag them on social media, and you're going to be entered to win. Now, if you don't have anything from Dugout Mugs, that's okay. They're giving away 2 great discounts to buy something new, so you can now enter the giveaway, and you'll be on your merry way. Dugout Mugs is giving you 30% all of their best products. Let me repeat that. 30%.
Wow.
What did I just say, Plouffe?
30%?
30%, including their new metal Dugout Mugs with the code TODAY. So you're going to use the code word TODAY. They're also going to let you get a knob shot, the little knob shot, there it is, for free at dugoutmugs.com/today. Just pay the $8.95 shipping and handling, and this baby can be yours. So cheers to you. They have an awesome collection of products, from mugs, wine glasses, bottle openers, the shot glass, all made from baseball bats. Perfect gift for the upcoming holiday season as well. If you want to start thinking ahead, we're all about critical thinking here at Baseball Today. So ride with us the entire playoffs long. Get some free gear. It's very simple. Go to dugoutmugs.com, use the code TODAY, and get 30% off of all their best products. So as I like to say around here, cheers to you. Thank you. We continue on with, as we step aside from tonight's wild card battle, but we do talk about a New York team. Luis Rojas will not be back for a 3rd season with the New York Mets. His managerial option was not picked up by the club. They offered him to stay on. He's been there for nearly 2 decades. We'll see what transpires there. Is this the right or wrong move by their first-year owner, Steve Cohen?
I don't think it's the right or the wrong move. It's just a move. You know, I think this is, after all that has gone down with the Mets this year, with Cohen and Porter and all these, the guy with the DUI, like, I think there's going to be more of a clean slate. Like, they need to establish the regime. Like, right now they have the owner and Sandy, right? But they need more than that. So I think that's just what this is. Hire a GM, let him pick his manager. I know, obviously, there's the rumors out there about Bean and Bo coming over, which would be, I mean, anybody that gets those two, that's awesome. So I think that's kind of what this is, just a move. I think that he could be a great manager in the big leagues. I think he's done a good job, and he can do a good job somewhere. I just don't think this was the right situation for him.
You know, he's the 2nd youngest manager in baseball right now. Only Rocco Baldelli, less than a month younger than him. He's 40 years old. I equate this to the A.J. Hinch out in Arizona deal. The difference is that, you know, A.J. Hinch was pretty much coming from the front office. Rojas had been the manager of the Mets minor league system for years. In fact, had managed a bunch of the players, including like Alonso and DeGrom, Conforto, all those guys up through the minor leagues. And that's why I thought it was going to work. He wasn't a new guy walking into a clubhouse of expectations with guys who are like, who's that dude?
Sure.
It wasn't it. I think he had a lot of shit thrown his way. There were so many moving parts. And plus, to learn on the job in New York is very, very challenging. With all that said, I think it's actually going to be beneficial to Luis Rojas that he's no longer going to be in New York. I know that sounds weird because it feels like a plum job with the richest owner in the sport and all that sort of stuff. I think he's going to be better served to go somewhere else. Take the 2 years of experience, which probably felt like 10 or 11 in New York, and utilize that. With all that being said, I don't have a problem with the move. I think they got to start fresh. You are 100% right. That organization was a joke. Every time somebody opened their mouths, typed their fingers, or we had to read a report, it was negative.
Yeah, hey, maybe San Diego for Rojas.
They're not going to go that direction.
Well, you know, if he doesn't get a managerial job, he'll have a bench job somewhere. He'll be a bench coach. Bide his time until the right opportunity comes. I want to leave the people with a little tidbit about Luis Rojas, which I did not know until I got on his baseball reference page. Do you know who his dad is?
Yes.
How did I not know all this?
Yeah. Wait, because you didn't care to pay attention when he got hired?
Maybe. I just told Jimmy and Jake the same thing. Like, what?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. I thought I had some cool, fresh information. Apparently not.
It's okay. So, yeah, Moises Alou is his brother. And what's the thing you remember most about Moises Alou? 2 things.
Gosh, I used to watch Moises Alou so much. Now you're blank. What's up?
Had the quickest wrist this side of Gary Sheffield.
A lot of
could never get him inside, right? Just so quick. Number 2, He was the first guy I ever heard of that peed on his hands to make calluses.
Okay.
You don't remember hearing that?
No, I mean that's that. People do that, man.
Isn't that weird? Like if you go into
Let me
the
know if you got a
clubhouse
callus one day. I'll come over.
You please tell me you never peed on your hands.
I don't get calluses that bad.
But you probably saw guys in the clubhouse where at the urinal, and they're probably, most people, what do you do with your hands? You just kind of, it's almost like the little perp walk. You put them behind your back just to make sure they're nowhere near your wanker. And
people do pickle juice now.
Yeah, but back in the day when you were playing, they were probably peeing in their hands at the urinal.
I'm 35, bro. I'm not 70 like you, all right? Look at this.
Stop.
Face.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's continue on. Hit the reset button if you don't mind. By the way, the Mets are going to look very different. Stroman, Syndergaard, Rich Hill, Conforto, Baez, Loop, all free agents. We'll see how many of them are back in 2022. Okay, I want to circle back to the wild card game momentarily. Highest number tonight. Combined homers hit by the Sox and Yanks. Starting pitchers used, and I'm talking about guys coming out of the bullpen as well because that's the fun part of the playoffs. Or Bucky Dent mentions.
I got Bucky Dent mentions at 2. I got starting pitchers used as 3 or 4, and I got 3 or 4 homers. So now I have to pick between homers and starting pitchers used. I'm going to go homers. I think we're going to see some offensive fireworks tonight, Chris. So I'm going to say 4 homers takes the cake.
Wow. I think there's at least 4 Bucky Dent mentions. There has to be. I mean, there's one, they're going to roll it in at least once, maybe twice. Who knows if he even shows up to the game. All that.
Oh, it's true.
Right? I mean, it's ESPN.
Are they going to let him in the building?
Let's overproduce this thing. Let's think about it. I'm going to take somebody said I'm just going to take the over on Bucky Dent, and it's got to be. That might even hit double digits.
I don't know, man. Like I said, they might not even let him in the building. They don't want that guy in there.
Oh, it's true.
Bad luck.
Yeah, great point. Great point. All right, so now it is the moment of truth. It is time to start making selections. Do you go with the road team, the New York Yankees? Do you go with the home team, the Boston Red Sox, to win the American League wildcard game and advance to face the 100-win Tampa Bay Rays?
This is so tough for me, man. My gut, Chris, is telling me the Red Sox. Okay? Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling, I have a big feeling here that the Yankees are going to get to Eovaldi early. Mm. So I think that you get in. I know that there's some guys in the Red Sox bullpen that are really good, but I don't think they're going to be able to stretch them out for the entire 6 innings that I think they're going to need them. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to take the Yankees. I think the Yankees are better served in the game where they have to use everybody.
Right.
High scoring game. Yankees win 7-5.
You would think that if it comes down to the bullpen, that the Yankees are the favorite here. No question. So here we go. Do we go Red Sox? Do we go Yankees? Oh, boy. I think people are going to be very happy with me because the New York Yankees are going on to St. Petersburg. We'll see them Thursday night. I'm not joking. I was going with the Red Sox until the JD Martinez news came down.
Okay, my gut says Red Sox, but like I said, I think the Yankees are going to come out and get Eovaldi. That's my feeling. Also,
all I can tell you is I am so stoked. You guys are doing a live stream today, right? Tonight during the game. This is going to be big. It
could go one of 2 ways on the live stream tonight. It could be a lot of happiness, or it could be some very sad live stream, which people might love too. They might like to see Jim and Jake and everyone so sad.
Yeah. Well, I'll be watching the game. I'll be watching your live stream. I might even be commenting during the live stream. I might even FaceTime you during the live stream.
Yes.
okay, and all that sort
Fly
of
out.
stuff.
You can get here in time.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I think the plan is I'm going to come out a little bit later in the playoffs.
Okay.
They're going to stretch it out. I think there was too much firepower in the room if they had the two of us sitting next to each other.
I got the whole studio to myself, baby.
Yeah. Anything else you got working today on John Boy Media?
A sequence coming out about Camilo Doval, and we're talking baseball. I think everyone's going to be calling in, giving us their postseason predictions. All of the John Boy Media peeps.
Okay. Nice.
Including you.
Oh. Yeah.
What do you got?
I told you that the latest episode of the Rose Rotation with Tyler Glasnow is out a day later than normal, but we wanted to wait and see all the matchups, and so that's why we had it. We had a lot of interesting discussions. We talked a little bit about Montreal. Yeah, we did. We sure did.
I'm curious.
He was very honest. There's a clip that already dropped where he talked about kind of reliving his injury now that the playoffs have started and dealing with that whole thing. Because, it's one thing to miss a bunch of months, but now this is when guys make their name, is in the postseason. So he talked about having to deal with that. And the funniest story from the Wheel of Moderately Interesting Things, where we spin all the categories and it comes up, his is far and away the best one. Far and away the best one ever. All I can say is that it involved a cop car. Yeah.
Okay. Was he shirt off?
He did not have his shirt off at that point. He did not.
Give people what they want, C-Rose. Come on.
Oh, no. He's shirtless in part of the episode because during the celebration he had his shirt off. Yeah, that's the way it goes. So, quick reminder, once again, go out and get your free Dugout Mugs, okay? Because all you have to do is take a picture with the Dugout Mug. You drink from it, you tag them on social media, you get entered for a chance to win. But if you don't have any Dugout Mugs, go to dugoutmugs.com, use the code word TODAY, and get 30% all of their best products. So go.
It's the best gift. It's the best gift.
Yeah,
it's so easy, dude. Buying Christmas gifts is tough. This is easy.
Wine, bottle openers, the shot glass, it's all there for your consumption and then some. All right, we're doing this each and every day during the postseason, at least during the weekdays. We're still figuring out the weekends. We'll get to you then. But tomorrow we'll focus on the wild card game. We'll break down what happened tonight at Fenway Park. Give everybody a big hug and a kiss for me there in the John Boy Media Studios, okay?
I won't do that. I'll kiss Zach. That's it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Whatever works. Dude, have a great day.
Love you, C. Rosie. See ya.
You too, brah. Enjoy the games tonight, everybody. Or game.